Hello there, Wazra here with another episode of Minimal Maxing. Before we get into the meat of the episode, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe if you're enjoying the content. It really helps me out, and with the last episode's analytics being at 82% not subscribed, I thought now is a good time to bring this up. I would really appreciate it if you do. In terms of the content, we're moving into the DailyScape portion of the account, so the main focus every day is on our caches, divine locations, wicked hood runs, and daily challenges. I'm doing them every day. If I don't show it, I probably still did it. It just wasn't interesting enough to show. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And DXP is over. So we're gonna go back to our regular DailyScape. So this is our cache setup. We get the 2% agility and then the mobile perk on the legs, which means we have double surge and mobile, which will really help out with our caching. First cache back, 59k. So basically I made a deal with myself that whenever, let's hop to World 2. I made a deal with myself that whenever I was home at reset, I would go and do use, because if I wait till I get to 2600 total, I will run out of time. So this is going to be unideal because it's very hard to two-tick on this world. 63. The levels will come really quick because we're getting 700 XP drops. And we can get 500 of those a day. So that's 350k a day. So we're essentially going to get almost to level 70 just from today. We're up to 10% pull score. Now the XP drop's 788. Now people are going to chop mine and we'll get tons of XP drops as everyone chops it. So yeah, 390 without any bonus experience. Seems much more proper. But we'll be getting some bonus experience the rest of the way too. So you see, I set our level target and we're about 500k experience away. To 75, which opens up the ability to do magics ourselves. And we're done our daily limit. Back through on these rune crafting runs. Should be able to hold this 10% pull score until we're done with our rune crafting, which is nice. This is going to get us up to level 72. And at 79, we'll be able to do our soul runes with extreme potions. And this inventory should be level 72 and level 72. One thread is usually a good day. I'm going to set a level target to 79. We get about 10k experience a day, somewhere around there. So you're looking at like 2 to 3 months of this. And then also we have our daily keys to use. Loot duels are pretty nice. Skilling chest, that would have been nice to have on DXP. Experience chest, pretty nice. And smoldering chest. Pretty good day. We'll go mining, up to 81 mining. Nothing of real note there. This small meteorite gives more experience in your lowest skills. So we're going to go mining again, and we got 8k. Space dust is the same thing, but with BXP. So we got 10k BXP there, and then we're going to use our stars on fishing for now. One thing we do need to do is we have our 12,000 oddments, and I am going to buy 100 more pull scores, or just under 100 pull scores. So we now have all the pull scores we need for the next little bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm placing down my yew tree slightly before this one dies, so people are incentivized to click on it right away when this one dies. Now the XP drops are really rolling in. 70 woodcutting? I think that's 70 all skills. Yeah, basically in 2 days we went from 61 to 70 woodcutting. And it took about like 15 minutes. And we are done our limit. That took about 10 minutes to do. So relatively 200k experience in 10 minutes. We're looking at 1.2 mil experience per hour. 2 more days and we'll be 75 woodcutting. And with this cash, we get a level 94 div. So if you surge on that tile, you can surge into the wilderness without wasting your wilderness surge, because the double surge doesn't work in the wildy. So that can really speed up your trips through the abyss, but it does leave you more susceptible to PKs. We're going to our merchant again to buy the daily stock. Today there is the unstable air room, and we'll get the Taiji 2 in case we get enough chimes as well. And these knowledge fragments were here, so we're getting some pretty quick div XP and using up our BXP, saving probably a cash or so. Quite nice. Unfortunately, I was out at reset tonight. I was actually curling. It's a lot of fun. But the backup plan is to use divine cavefish bubbles on those days. So that way we can get up our fishing to the point where oyster will carry us the rest of the way. Basically, we need to get to 95. I do need to figure out what skill to put BXP in. It's kind of a bit of a math problem. I haven't had time to sit down and look at it, because I just need to look at the one that's going to save me the most hours. I'm guessing it's probably runecrafting, even though it's only level 72. But the only problem with runecrafting is that BXP is only like 20% as effective, because you're getting 3.5 times from the demonic skull. But the bonus experience just makes that to 4 times. Another day, another capping adventure, seeing someone's trolling with fires. We got a U down, and it seems to be the only one, so we're probably gonna have a ton of people click on it now. Like, look at those XP drops. So just from those 3 U's, we got 185 cuts. That means we were getting 60 cuts per U, and normally we'd get like 30, maybe 40 cuts per U. Probably 30, because I can't 2-tick on this world. Just say that saved us 75 cuts, 3 ticks per cut. That saved us 200-ish ticks, which saved us 2 minutes by just strategically placing down our U's to get people to cut them, instead of throwing them down at the wrong time. Like, this guy did a good job, but if he had put it here, it would have been perfect. And because our total level is a lot higher now, we're getting a lot more value out of the pulse cores, with 17,000 bonus experience per, or 17,000 extra experience per one. Well, before, when we were doing the fishing, we were getting like 8,000, 9,000, or even the thieving, it was like 12 to 13. So this is very valuable. So watch, we'll wait for this one to go off. There we go, 17,204 per pulse score. So the 100 we bought, that's 1.7 million woodcutting. Just right there. 73 woodcutting, 200k experience to go. We'll get that tomorrow. I should be home at reset. If not, one day we will. Oh my god, look at this alt army. Alt force 1, 2, and 3. The meme. But yeah, I'm gonna go cap after this. I haven't made a decision whether I'm going to maintain 6% avatar. Gonna see how much total experience I gain between chopping and the bonus experience, and see how much that relates into XP per hour, and how much time we actually save or lose, because this takes about 12 minutes every day on average. And I get just short of 200k experience. It's almost 1 million experience per hour. But that is with pulse cores attached. So I'm going to keep the pulse core on for this as well, to get a better understanding. We should still be fealty 3 when we join in here, as I had capped last week. Yep, so we're still at fealty 3. So I'm trying to think of the things we gain each week that are affected by the avatar. So if we look at it, of course, our divine locations are affected by the avatar, as that's regular experience. So is our rune crafting, but I'm not sure if that bonus is multiplied by 3.5, so it really might just be like an effect of 1% experience gained. In terms of the other skills, we're doing dailies with Dunge. It does help out with Silverhawks, so that's something to keep in mind. Crap, for next DXP weekend, we can get it back up pretty quickly, so it'll help there. So it'll be like crafting, I guess, rune crafting and combat on our next DXP weekend. Yeah, a lot of it really doesn't impact, so I think it's worth it to just let it fall off, as counterintuitive as that sounds. So that means I should finish off prayer this week, because prayer is one that's affected. So I'm going to do the calculations, figure out all the things I need to put into the auto disassembler, and get that 99 before we run out. And our cap is done. Even with the pulse core equipped, we gained about 20k in the actual cuts. In terms of this bonus experience, we ended up getting another 27k, so that was like 50k in about 10 minutes, maybe a little less than 10 minutes. So only 250k per hour, plus all the time we save by having 6% instead of 3%. I don't think it's worth it, and we'll probably build it up for DXP weekend, but that's it for capping on this account. 75 woodcutting, and we're halfway through our limit. It's kind of nice that we can now do divine magic logs if we wanted to. Then we don't have to worry about spending 10 minutes a day getting our cap done. So higher XP per hour, even though it takes us more days. But we really don't have anything else to use our daily cap on except for fishing. See, when we cut the magic tree, we get 557 experience instead of 390, but it uses up twice as much of the cap at once. So it's got its benefits, it's got its drawbacks. I would say for this account, magics are probably a lot more valuable because we care more about the XP per hour, but for a regular account, you pretty much always want to prioritize U, which is why there's so many people on the U logs. Make sure to extend this daily challenge, otherwise we won't get the big XP reward. So our daily challenge is done now. We'll finish off the rest of our runes here. And now we can turn in our daily challenge. And we got another 44k rune crafting experience, which gets us to 12k away. One more daily key. And we got a daily D&D token. So we just got 50 Protean traps from Treasure Hunter here on our daily keys to get our Hunter daily challenge done. And there we go, our 50 traps are done. We'll let these 3 just pop off. And there we go, we claim our reward, and we got another 133,000 experience. And we got another lamp, and this is going to go into mining. And it wasn't consumed, so we can put it in mining again. 77 woodcutting. Another cache complete, 60k more XP. Couple more till 95. There we are, 73 rune crafting. Don't think we get any notable unlocks at this point. The next big one is at 75, where we get a increase on the pouch. And that's gonna do it for today's episode. Have a good day.